episode of the Nerd Brigade. Today we are continuing the Gen 1 tournament. I am today here with the loser bracket, Awkward Elevator.
Hello.
And Huntsman. And the battle is right about to begin. This is the winner's bracket between ScottyBurrtio and EvilWeevil, also known as the Tasty Gardos. And both of them are leading off with ground types. And let's see exactly what goes. So,
Alright, so if I'm correct, if the loser will drop down maybe
to the loser bracket, and,
yes.
and they will fight whoever wins in the loser bracket.
Alright, so this is all or nothing.
No, not necessarily. What if? Because if they do lose, then they
still got time.
They still can make a comeback. And he switches into a Gyarados and is immune to the earthquake that Golem tried to pull off. A pretty smart move, I'd say. But it does make him open to a blizzard, and the Golem lives him. Oh, but he is frozen. The Golem gets frozen and is unfortunately not able to use the Rock Slide, which would have been very helpful. But Gyarados is faster than Golem, so but Donnie made a smart switch into a Gengar and was immune to the body slam.
Scott was.
And he saved his Golem from being one of his KO'd Pokemon to keep it alive in the next match if he does win.
Alright.
So the battle continues on now. Now, the Tasty Gyarados should be aware by the last battle with ScottyBurrtio that Gengar does have Thunderbolt, and keeping Gyarados there would be a poor mistake. He switches into his Tauros, and he uses a Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt does a decent amount of damage to Tauros, but the Tauros could use an Earthquake and possibly get rid of it. He goes for the Earthquake, and the critical hit gets rid of Burritos, one of his most powerful Pokemon. Gengar is out of the picture.
Alright.
The Gyarados is swapping through Pokemon to try and counter him as much as possible. He switches into his Electabuzz,
which can hopefully do a little bit more damage.
but it is weak to Earthquake, so it may have not been the best choice.
Yes. Basically, another Jenga. Almost.
For some reason, Tauros goes for a Fire Blast, and his special does fall, so if he does go for it again, it's going to be significantly weaker. And the reason why he went for the Fire Blast, I still do not understand, as Earthquake would have one-shot the Electabuzz. He switches into his Executor, and he goes for the Body Slam, possibly paralyzing, and it does paralyze the Executor, this giving a huge lead to Electabuzz, who has the definite speed advantage now, and possible chance to lower. Oh, he gets a critical hit too as well, and the Executor is paralyzed. Things are not looking good for the Tasty Gyarados as he keeps getting extremely unlucky. Huntsman, you have anything to say?
No. I'm trying to rebuild my team here, like as it was. Okay, I'm kind of concentrating.
And the Electabuzz is put in sleep, which will stall the game. Alright.
Switches into his Tauros against the Pinsir. Now this is a weird matchup. I'm pretty sure the Tasty Gyarados is aware of Pinsir's weakness to the fire move, but Pinsir survives and gets burned, but he does pull off a Body Slam, which unfortunately does not do enough damage, and Pinsir falls to his burn, which is a very low chance of happening, and is very unfortunate. The Burrito is not going well. He has lost 2 of his Pokemon, but most of the Tasty Gyarados' Pokemon are either low on hit points or status effect in the form of Executor. He does have Electabuzz, which would have been a pretty severe counter, but unfortunately it is sleeping. But it seems that Tasty Gyarados is not aware that Electabuzz is weak to Earthquake and might go for a Fire Blast instead. Let us see what happens. Goes for a Body Slam, which is effective, but it is not exactly the best move. I don't see what Burrito is trying to do here with the Electabuzz, as him losing it would just put him damper on his plans. As we are waiting for the next move, it is possible that Tauros might. Oh, he goes for an Arcanine in, goes for the Body Slam. The Arcanine gets unfortunately critical hit, which might lead it to death by a next Body Slam. Switching into Tauros is very difficult as the massive amount of coverage moves. Burrito is pretty much down to one fightable Pokemon, and it seems like as if the Tasty Gyarados is going on. He goes for the Golem for some reason, even though I feel like he has better Pokemon up his sleeves at the time. He switches in for the Articuno and then goes for the Hyper Beam and hits it really hard, but Tauros is recharged, so Articuno can go for a Blizzard and KO it. If the Blizzard does not miss, this is a kill. Yes!
Yes!
This is a chance for Burrito to make a comeback.
But this is a very small chance.
I'm unaware if Tasty Gyarados has any Pokemon that can deal with it. His Dugtrio and his Executor would get destroyed by the Articuno, but his Gyarados might put up a fair share of fighting.
And he still has 2 unrevealed Pokemon, so this could either be a win or a loss for ScottyBurrtio. It's all on the balance of what Tasty Gyarados uses.
Goes for the Blizzard and critical hits to Gyarados! But the Gyarados goes for a critical. Oh! Hits him with the Thunderbolts! Goes for the Blizzard and KO Gyarados once again! Maybe ScottyBurrtio can make a comeback or at least KO enough Pokemon to cripple the Tasty Gyarados in the battle. Goes for a Dugtrio. Dugtrio is fast and has access to Rock Slide, but can Articuno survive the Rock Slide? Or will he go? He goes for the Hyper Beam, and Articuno is down. Unfortunately, that is game for ScottyBurrtio. He put up a fair share of fighting with his Articuno, and it was a close match indeed. Welcome back, everybody, to the post-battle interviews. Today we have the unfortunate loser of that battle. He put up a fair share of fights. We have Burrito.
What's up?
So, Burrito, how did that battle? You lost it, but you did make a huge comeback with that Articuno play. You managed to KO 2 of his Pokemon and get an impressive critical hit on Gyarados. Is there anything you think you could have done better to possibly have a better chance of winning that fight?
I could have changed out my lead with Golem. I thought he would have enough defense to make it through, and I didn't anticipate him getting frozen. So.
That Frozen really did cripple you hard. And what is your opinion on that Tauros that did a severe amount of damage to you and your team?
Man, Tauros is just all around pretty broken. I can't do anything to him really, except for just hit away at him.
You missing that Hypnosis with Gengar against Tauros might have been the most detrimental play. And if you did not miss that Hypnosis, you might have just won the whole game, as Tauros took out a decent chunk of all of your Pokemon.
Yep.
Is there anything that nobody is aware of what EvilWeevil has for his team? As he has 2 Pokemon that have not been revealed yet. Do you have any idea what those 2 Pokemon could possibly be?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I think I see kind of his strategy as to have, he has good enough coverage that he can send out 1 Pokemon, and then switch in something to counter whatever someone else puts out.
Yeah. In my opinion, his strategy is just Tauros, but...
Yeah.
But thank you, Burrito, for the post-battle interview. You will be back into the loser's bracket to possibly climb your way. Today we are continuing the post-battle interviews between the battle between the Burrito and EvilWeevilXD. Today we have the winner of that battle, EvilWeevilXD. So how are you doing, sir? You won that last battle. It was a really close battle, as that Articuno did do an amazing amount of work on your team at the very end.
I just gotta say that I got really lucky.
You got lucky?
Because, with Gyarados, I hit the Frozen, and Gengar didn't pull off the Hypnosis, which allowed me to hit an Earthquake, which I know destroyed his Gengar.
Plus, your Tauros did land a critical hit on the Gengar, and if he didn't, he wouldn't have died. So, you got lucky that battle, but your Tauros did use...
He was the main guy that was freaking me out.
What, the Gengar?
Gengar. Yeah.
Yes, Gengar is a very versatile and powerful Pokemon, and possibly ScottyBurrtio's most powerful, so having your Tauros get lucky and dodge the Hypnosis was amazing. Are there anything... Are there anything that you could have done that you feel like you could have performed the battle better?
Maybe not get fooled by Scott's pretty cool play where he pulled in gold, and I accidentally used my Hyper Beam thinking I would kill him and win the game, but he just switched it out for an Arcana. So good play to ScottyBurrtio.
Yeah, that was a very good play by ScottyBurrtio. He really did well in his battle, and I feel like I feel like you put up a really good fight as well, even though your victory had a lot of luck come from it. So, anything to say to ScottyBurrtio as he heads to the loser bracket?
I think that, he's probably gonna win that bracket. Good luck to him. And Brody's gonna lose. I mean, Awkward's gonna lose.
I hate you!
Okay, see you guys next time for the next battle in the loser bracket. Bye-bye.